Hi all, welcome back to Malware Analysis. I am J. Lavanya, Assistant Professor of CS2 Department. Today in this top video, we are going to discuss on the topic called identification and extraction of hidden components in the reverse engineering process, right? So let's dive into the topic. First of all, what is meant by identification and extraction of hidden components in malware? So, this is a critical part of the malware analysis, enabling researchers to understand its functionality and behavior. So, this involves unpacking the techniques, dynamic analysis, and using tools to reveal the original and obfuscated code. And in general, this identifying a components, mainly, you know, it is used in many systems and data sets, which are composed of some multiple interacting components, right? So, like these components may be hidden or obscured by some noise, complexity, or the sheer volume, or identifying extracting these hidden components is crucial for a variety of applications, and it explores some various techniques ranging from statistical analysis and machine learning to signal processing and domain-specific knowledge to uncover underlying structures and patterns that are not immediately apparent. So the goal is to provide a comprehensive overview of approaches that can be used to decompose some complex entities into their constitutional parts, enabling a deeper understanding and more effective manipulation of the system under investigation. Okay, so this is the introduction of it. And now let us discuss on the various methods for identifying and extracting the hidden components. The first topic is that unpacking. So, malware authors often use the packers to compress, encrypt, or obfuscate their code, making it harder to detect. So, unpacking reverses these techniques to reveal the original code. So, this can be done manually or with some automated tools, right? So, that is all about unpacking. And second one, like dynamic analysis. So it involves observing the malware's behavior during the execution, and it can reveal some hidden code that is only executed during the runtime. And tools like Cuckoo Sandbox can help to capture their behavior. Okay. And third one, it is like static analysis. This static analysis involves examining the malware's code without executing it. So this can help to identify the indicators of compromise, that is IOC, like the specific strings or API call or the file structures. Okay. And next one, there is the feature extraction. So features can be extracted from both static and dynamic analysis to train the machine learning models for the malware detection. Okay, so these features can include like API calls, system events, network activity, and much more. And last one, that is automated extraction. So research, from annual computer security appliances conference, they describe a method for automatically extracting the hidden code by comparing the sequences of some unpacked code with a static code model and identifying the code that is not of important or it is executed and what actions it takes on the system. Okay, and the importance of this identifying and extracting the hidden components is that it is crucial for understanding the malware functionality, that it reveals the true purpose of the malware. And second one, like developing the effective detection methods or creating some more robust defenses against the malware. And third one, like improving the security measures like identifying the vulnerability and implementing some preventative measures. Okay, so all those things comes under this identifying and extracting hidden components. And we are saying that hidden components, hidden component, like there is a various variety of application that includes first one, understanding the complex system. So decomposing a system into its constituent parts allows for a better understanding of its behavior and how the different components can interact. And second one, that is feature engineering. So identifying some hidden components can reveal new features that can be used to improve the performance of machine learning models. And third one, like anomaly detection. So hidden components can be used to identify the anomalies or the outliers that deviate from the expected behavior. Okay. And fourth one, that is data compression, representing data in terms of its hidden components can lead to more efficient data compression techniques. And next one, like signal processing, like extracting the hidden signals from the noisy data is a fundamental problem in the signal processing. Okay, so these are the important methods for identifying and extracting the hidden components. Okay, and next one is that techniques for identifying the hidden component. So first one, statistical analysis. Second one, machine learning. Third one is that signal processing. And fourth one is that domain specific knowledge. Okay. So let us see one by one. First of all, statistical analysis. So this statistical analysis, which provides a foundation for understanding the data distributions and identifying potential hidden components. Okay, and in that we have the principal component analysis, that is PCA. So PCA is a dimensionality reduction techniques that identifies the principal components of a data set, so which are the directions of a maximum variance. So these principal components can be integrated as the hidden components that explain the majority of the data's variability. Okay, and independent component analysis, that is ICA. So this ICA, it is also a technique that separates a multivariate signal into some additive subcomponents that are statistically independent. Okay, and this is particularly useful for separating some mixed signals such as audio recordings with some multiple, hi-fi speakers. Okay, and third one, factor analysis. So factor analysis, it is also a statistical method that is used to describe the variability among the observed or correlated variables in terms of a potentially lower number of unobserved variables, which is called as factors. And these factors can be interpreted as a hidden component that influence the observed variables. Okay. And fourth one, like cluster analysis. So cluster analysis groups the data points into the clusters based on the similarity. So each cluster can be considered a hidden component that represent a distinct group of data points. Okay, and common clustering algorithms. So this you might have learned it, like K-means algorithm, hierarchical clustering, or DB scan algorithm. So all these are clustering algorithms you have studied in the, I think, data mining and data warehousing subject, right? Yeah, so that's the same thing where we'll be using that cluster analysis technique. Okay, and second one, the machine learning, right? So machine learning algorithms. Okay, so machine learning algorithms can be trained to identify and extract the hidden components from the data. So here it comprises of first one, autoencoders. So autoencoders are the neural networks that are trained to reconstruct their input. The bottleneck layer of the encoder learns a compressed representation of the input, which can be interpreted as a set of hidden components. And second one, non-negative matrix factorization, that is NMF. So NMF is a matrix factorization technique that decomposes a matrix into two non-negative matrices, and this is particularly useful for identifying hidden components in the data, right? Okay, so this is about the autoencoder. So here it deals with some neural networks, right? And the second one, that is NMF. So this is particularly useful for identifying some hidden components in the data that inherently non-negative, such as images or text, right? And the third one, like hidden Markov models, that is HMM. So HMM, or statistical models that are used to model some sequential data, they assume that the observed data is generated by a hidden Markov process, which consists of a set of hidden states and transition probabilities. The hidden states can be interpreted as a hidden components that influence the observed data. And next one, that is deep learning models. So deep learning models such as convolutional neural networks, CNN, and recurrent neural networks, that is RNN, can learn some complex features and representation from the data. So these learned features can be interpreted as the hidden components that captures some important aspects of the data, right? And the third one, like signal processing. So signal processing techniques are specifically designed to extract information from the signals, often in the presence of noise. Okay. So here also we have like Fourier analysis. Fourier analysis, this decomposes a signal into a constituent frequencies. So this can be used to identify the hidden periodic components in the signal. And second one, wavelet analysis. Wavelet analysis decomposes a signal into wavelets, which are localized in both time and frequency. And this is particularly useful for identifying transient or non-stationary components in the signal. Okay. And third one, there is filtering. So filtering techniques can be used to remove the noise or they isolate some specific frequency bands, okay, in a signal. So this can help to reveal some hidden components that are masked by a noise or some other signals. And last one, blind source separation, that is BSS. So BSS techniques aims to separate the mixed signals without knowing the mixing process. And this is a challenging problem, but several algorithms have been developed to address it, such as IZA and sparse component analysis. Okay. And last one, there is domain-specific knowledge. So in many cases, domain-specific knowledge is essential for identifying and extracting some hidden components, and expert knowledge consulting with experts in the relevant field can provide some valuable insights into the underlying structure of the system or data. And prior information, so incorporating prior information about the system or the data can help to guide the analysis and identify the potential hidden components. And third one, like physical models. So developing some physical models of the system can help to understand the relationship between the different components and helps to identify the hidden variables also. Okay, so these are the techniques which are involved for identifying the hidden components. Okay, the next one is that we have the challenges and considerations. Okay, so identifying and extracting the hidden components can be a challenging task. Some of the challenges and considerations include first one, data quality. So the quality of the data is crucial for successful component extraction. Noisy or incomplete data which can make it difficult to identify the hidden components. And second one, like there is computational complexity. Some techniques such as deep learning can be computationally expensive and require some significant resources. Okay. And third one, interpretability. The extracted components may not always be easily interpretable, right? So it is important to carefully analyze, the components and relate them to the underlying system or the data. And next one, that is overfitting. Machine learning models can overfit the data, leading to the identification of spurious components. So it is important to use some appropriate regularization techniques or to prevent these kind of overfitting. Okay. And next one, the validation. So this is one of the challenge. So it is important to validate the extracted components to ensure that they are meaningful and accurate. So this can be done by comparing the extracted components to known ground truth or by using them to predict the future behavior. Okay. So this is all about the hidden components. Can you able to understand? Yeah. And next we are gonna discuss is about the main thing, that is what kind of techniques or the things challenges which is commonly used. Okay. So this is the diagram of identifying the hidden components. Okay. So here just overview we have given like statistical analysis, or here we have applied some statistical methods to reveal the patterns. And second one, like machine learning. So using algorithms to learn and extract the features. And third one, like the signal processing, analyzing the signals to isolate the components. And fourth one, that is domain specific knowledge, incorporating the expert insights for the context. Okay. So in this video, we have discussed about how to identify the hidden components and what are the techniques for identifying the hidden components. Yes, and we have seen some various examples as well as the importance of it, right? And what are the methods for identifying and extracting the hidden components. Okay. And next we have discussed about the challenges and consideration to be noted. So I just want to conclude. So this identifying and extracting hidden components is a powerful technique, right? For understanding the complex systems as well as data set. So by using a combination of statistical analysis, machine learning, signal processing, and domain specific knowledge, it is possible to uncover the underlying structures and patterns that are not immediately apparent. Okay. So this can lead to a deeper understanding of the system, improved feature engineering, anomaly detection, data compression, and signal processing. So while there are challenges and considerations to keep in mind as we have discussed, but the potential benefit of this component extraction makes it a valuable tool for a wide range of applications. I hope this video will be very useful. We will see you in the next video. So thank you all.